Hey all, this is Barefoot Racing here again, and this is a race I did at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with the South Oval. A lot of fun. When I first started doing this track, I hated it, found it really hard, but I'm really enjoying it now. Started to get to grips with it a little bit, better understand it, and yeah, really enjoy it. And this particular race is a bit special for me. I've just realized, because I'm just kind of going back and looking at these things, but Annie Rabbits was in this race from Snail Racing. And she's just started in iRacing. She's only been doing it a couple months, so I think I've maybe been doing it a little bit longer than her, I'm not sure. But it's so nice to see her in here. She's an awesome driver. Her channel, her YouTube channel is Snail Racing, so you should definitely go check that out. It's really cool to see her go, and yeah, I think it's awesome to see all this participation in this sort of community. I'm new to it, but yeah, great to see it all happening. So let's have a look at this race and see how we all did. Here we go. And there's the start. And we're all getting away pretty well into that first corner. Of course, we're cold tires is my big thing. I've just got to, it freaks me out. I'm right now in 7th place. Annie's behind me in 8th. And we're coming up into this first braking zone in this corner, and this is where there's lots of carnage usually, but it looks, oh, someone hit her, someone ran into the back of somebody else. I didn't quite see who it was. But most of us got through cleanly. Looks like Joan Barbara, maybe, is falling back, so I think she might have got hit. And Annie is now down in 12th, 11th. No, I'm not sure. She might have had to pit. She's in 13th. Let's see if we can see what's going on here. Oh, crud. Look at that. Let's do a little replay there and have a look at what happened. So coming down into that corner, I slid out. Look at that, trying to miss him.
Just had a warning for cutting the track.
And did an off. Ugh, seriously. Got to get it going. Got to get it going, guys. Come on. So I'm now down into P7. And away we go. So first is Javier. Second is Javier Reneses, the second. Paul Watson's third. Rodriguez is fourth. David Filton is fifth. And I've just made it into sixth, as I think Sean just pulled off into the pit. So I'm running P5 right now. So tires are still cold. I mean, this is only this is only on lap 1, maybe lap 2. So going into that braking zone, still got to be pretty careful. Try and take it a little easy. But like I said, this is a fun track to run. Quite a short track, but I really like it. I used to spin off right there all the time. And as you can see from my little car here, it's got the Barbados flag on the outside of it. Got to represent, you know, Bajans. I keep talking about Zane Maloney, our Formula 4 champion, who is from Barbados, who we're really looking forward to seeing great things from. No pressure on him, of course. 16 years old. And driving like a boss. Amazing to watch him. Came up from karting, which started at Bushy Park in Barbados, I believe. And there's me up to P4. So a pretty good lad with that. Again, this was a fairly early race for me. I hadn't been racing very long when I was doing this one. Let's go back and have a look at how folks are doing. So starting with Chris. Chris is in P12 right now. Javier, oh, he's sitting in the pits. Okay, Christopher Dietz. Car number 11. Colin Payne, car number 7. Here's Annie Rabbits. She's chasing down Sean. Although I think she's a couple of laps down from him right now. Let's have a look. Yeah, she's 17 seconds behind Sean. So I think she's got to pass him and then pass him again. And then there's Tony, 28 seconds ahead of Sean. David. So Sean's going to be chasing David down. Then myself, I've got a 25-second lead on David. And I'm trying to catch Diego Rodriguez, 4 seconds ahead of me, up the road there. Let's see how we're doing for laps. Oh, I've got the fastest lap, 1:10. Diego Rodriguez is the second fastest. That's pretty cool. Nice one. So this gives you a real good view of the whole track from the blimp. It's a weird view, this one.
Oh no, Ian, come on, track limits.
I don't know what I did there. Must have been something on that one corner. But, so yeah. Trevor Coleman's now 13th. Joan, John and Sean have all dropped out. Trevor's 3 laps down. Chris, Colin, Christopher Diaz, Javier and Annie are all, and Sean are all 1 lap down. And then David, Kent, Tom, Tony, myself, Diego, Paul and Javier are all on the first lap, or the primary lap. Don't know, what would you call it? We're on that lap. So let's have a quick look at a lap around here from me. So here we go, coming up for the start-finish straight. Over the line, get up to the wall a little bit. 4th gear, push it up into 5th. Number 2 sign, start to do the turn in, just let it float. Ooh, I messed that up, didn't I? Gee whiz. That's not good. Anyway, kind of almost flat through here. And then coming up for the first braking zone, the right-hander, all the way down into 1st. Cut a bit of that corner on the gas. Try and apex there nicely. 2nd, 3rd, just run it right on the edge. There we go. 4th, find the turning point, let it float down into 2nd. I think it's 2nd. 3rd, look for the cones. There they are. 4th. Down onto 3rd, let it float through here, and then just ease off the gas and then down on the gas again. Push it back down now so we can hit that corner. 4th, let it float through this corner down into 2nd, and then push it hard so you're driving now for the line again. Around there, and down we come, and over the line. That was a 1:11, not my fastest lap, but I was pretty happy with that. This is a back marker we're going by. Thanks very much for getting out of the way, that's awesome. I do like how polite people are, you know, for making sure that they sort of keep out of the way of the folks that are on the lead lap. Most people, not everybody, but it's good to see that, you know. And I really feel that there's a great community with the Skip Barbers. I think I really do. It's really nice to race them, and I really enjoy kind of watching the evolution of folks as they run and get better and better and better. I'm trying hard. As I say, I'm pretty new, but working at trying to get better at this stuff. It's taking some time. I've started using VRS, which is really, really helping me. So shout out to VRS. And then a lot of the other pieces of software that I'm using that have been developed by various different folks to help me get better at racing. Crew Chief, oh my gosh, can't say enough about that piece of software. If you're not using it, get it. If you get it, give them a donation. It is an awesome piece of software, gives you a great feedback, gives you a lot of information. Really, really worth having. So here's me, this is car number 4, passing him. That's Trevor Coleman, he's currently in P13. And I'm working still on Rodriguez, who is 9.1 seconds up the road from me. We're 7 laps down. He's currently lapping at 1:13, so I should be catching him. Let's have a look. Oh, it's 4 seconds ahead of me. That's weird. Okay, so I should be seeing him once I get onto the straight. Nope, I think this must be erroneous. I think that's me way back there. That can't be 6 seconds. Oh my gosh, look at his front end. He's got no front wing, he's got no nose cone. Must have bumped into something at some point in time. From me down to Tony, 32 seconds. Tony to David, 29 seconds. David to Javier, 16 seconds. I don't know if I trust these numbers or not. Hard to say. Javier to Sean, it's about 7. Sean to Annie is 8. Come on, Annie, you can get him. Annie down to Chris is 8 seconds. Annie, you need to do some work on your livery there. Get some Snail Racing logos on it. Chris to Colin. Colin to Diaz. I do like that British Racing green. I think that's British Racing green. Maybe it's more of an olive. Anyway. And then Diaz is 2 laps over Trevor. So. And Javier is about 7 seconds ahead of Paul in first place. Here comes Paul. There's me. There are all the positions. Fastest lap. I've still got fastest lap. That's pretty good. We'll do a lap time when we get to the start of this lap. See how we do. Alright, here we go. Let's see how we do on this lap. I don't know what my lap time was for this lap, so hopefully it's a good one. Let's see, here we go. That was a 110.7. Oh, that's pretty good. So what we got now, sliding here. Oh, losing it. The tires are complaining about that. They don't like it. Keep the foot on the floor, just brake hard down into here. I gotta start running this with my new brakes. I'm using a G29 Logitech pedal and wheel set, or wheel and pedal set. But I've done the Richmo Tech brake mod to the. Oh, that was not good. I did the Richmo Tech brake mod to the brake pedal, and it's given me a really hard brake pedal. So there's like a little bit of travel at the beginning, and then it's almost, ooh, dude, get out of the way. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. but I'm trying to get used to it. But what it enabled me to do was put a stiffer spring in there, which I kind of like, and then I moved the brake spring to the clutch and the clutch spring to the throttle and got rid of the throttle spring. So all my springs are a bit more robust now, and it really feels better. And I guess that's mainly what it's all about, right? What are the feels? What are the feels? Ooh, spinning. Yeah, so the next thing I got to do is I got to figure out how to upgrade my actual racing seat. My racing seat right now is an old brown wooden chair that was a dining chair, and I've got a cushion on it, which is not particularly comfortable. And then I've hacked together oh my gosh, what happened there? Hey, how did he break that? Good Lord. I hacked together a bass shaker setup with 4 bass shakers and a power unit and a preamp or a post amp, I don't know, off of a separate video sound card, which is really neat. I kind of like how it shakes and gives me the bumps, and it adds to the immersion. I do use a VR helmet. I wasn't using one for this race. This race was done on triples, but I've now moved over to a Oculus Rift S, which I really enjoy using. It's given me a much... Whoa! Ian! Oh my gosh!
Come on, track limits, keep it between the
Lord,
lines.
that was terrible. Oh. But yeah, I really like using it, and it's given me it really has helped with the immersion. It's made my racing, I think, a little bit better. I'm P3 right now. Good Lord, how did I get to P3? Okay. We're on lap 12, so still got a few laps to go, so got to keep it there. This is pretty good. I'm kind of enjoying rewatching this. Let's go and have a look at how everybody else is doing. So Javier is still running there in first, happily way out in front of everybody else. He's 12 seconds clear of Paul. He's coming up on a back marker. That's Christopher Diaz. Got out of the way really well, thank you, sir. Then there's me coming up to Paul. I'm going to see if I can catch him. I'm 3 seconds adrift. I will say, however, that at this point in time, when I was in my iRacing career, if you want to say, I really had no idea what I was looking at. I had no idea who I was really racing. I remember watching one of Annie's Snail Racing's videos where she was racing a back marker and laughing at afterwards, saying, "Oh, I was racing a back marker." But you know, when you're new, you don't realize. You know, you just race the person in front of you as hard as you can and hope that you're doing the right thing. It's amazing that, you know, some of these folks get out of your way and help you with this, because, you know, as newbies you don't always know. Here's Tony. He's I'd say about 49 seconds adrift from down the road. Javier. Front end does not look too stable on that car. I don't know what he's done. Has he bashed it into something? Maybe? Let's have a look. It's kind of wobbling all over the place. The new damage mode. Oh, you can see it moving around there. And it's weird because that's moving around, but the wing's not moving around. So how he hit that and didn't damage his wing, I don't know. Still, kind of cool. Kind of cool. And then here's Chris. He's got all his bits in the right place. Colin. Christopher Diaz. David Filton. Trevor Coleman. Here's Sean, he's in the pit. Diego's also in the pit. And Annie just passed them. So she's now up from P13. Wait, oh, Annie's in the pit too. I wonder what happened. What happened to her car? Oh gosh, she had a little bit of an off, I guess. All front ends all mangled up. What about Diego? Oh, he's out, so he's on his way. And Annie's still sitting there. Okay. So, a little run with Tony. Let's have a little run with Javier. See how he's doing. Up in first place. This is lap 15. Lap 15. There I go. There goes Javier. Paul Watson. Oh, that's me. Aha. There we go. Better shot from the blimp this time of the oval. Can't see the run down the pit straight very well. Blimp brought to you by iRacing. I think it's an iRacing blimp, as I recall from looking up at from the cockpit when I have the time. We're all getting on quite well. I'm quite happy with how this race is progressing. This was a lot of fun doing these races, you know. If you are not doing iRacing and you want to get into it, it's kind of cool. It's a lot of fun. It's a darn sight cheaper than running real cars, that's for sure. I do find it does help you with your real driving. It's quite an amazingly good simulator. I'm really impressed with it. I really enjoy doing it. In terms of a basic setup, you need, you know, a wheel and pedals, which you could pick up off eBay for not too much money. And once you've got that, even with just one monitor, you can start. Obviously, a VR headset. There's the Reverb. There's the Rift S, Quest. There's a Pixar. Oh my gosh, what happened to him? I'm up into second. Who was that crashed? Oh my gosh. I'm not paying enough attention here, guys. Apologise for that. P2. I am 15 seconds down the road from Javier. Yeah, sorry, what was I saying? VR headsets. There's the Pixar X5, 5X and 8X, I think, is just coming out. There's the Reverb, which I think is the Steam one, the Steam version. So there's a bunch of different ones you can get. I've got the Oculus Rift S, quite like it. Screen door effect's not too bad, but I do like the inside-out tracking, which means that when you wear it, it tracks where it is in space from the headset. It has a bunch of cameras built into it that sort of figure out where you're looking, and some internal gyros and so on. And it comes with the Oculus handsets. So you don't actually have to buy anything extra once you've got the Rift, and it's what, $400 I think is the current regular sale price on Amazon. But yeah, it gives me a real immersive feel for the racing, and I love it. So here we go. Moved out of the way really nicely, thank you, sir. Still running as P2, now 13 seconds adrift from Javier up in P1. So I don't think I'll be catching him in this race. We're on lap 18 of 21. So I just have to kind of keep it together and I can get a podium. And that would be flipping awesome. I would be well pleased with that. Lap 19. 2 laps to go. Oh man, I hit that hard. I wonder if I did any damage to the front of the car on that one. Yeah, I bent that front winglet from hitting it too hard. Now, I was talking earlier about the damage to the Skippy and those front wings, and I remember I had another race here where I bent it a lot worse, and I just could not keep up with people on that front straight. When I went in and got it fixed, I found I could. So I think it does affect, you know, how the car works. Maybe someone from iRacing could give us more information. This is lap 20 of 21. Javier still running in first place. He's had a nice quiet race out there in the front on his own. Well, I'm 13 seconds behind him, so I got no chance of catching him in this race. Running in second. And then Paul's running in third. He's about 28 seconds behind me. Coming up on a back marker. Nicely gets out of his way. And then running behind him is Tony Kelly. Here's Tony. And we've all finished. Here we go for the line. That was P2. P2. Thank you. That was a fun race. I really enjoyed that one. I hadn't realized that I actually did so well in that particular race. It was only now I'm going back and sort of looking at them that I'm seeing it. It was also awesome to be racing with Annie, even though I never actually wheel to wheel with her except right at the start. Yeah, go Snail Racing. It's a fun thing, and I'm hoping that I will have another race, another time where I will be racing against Annie. As I said, it's kind of really cool to have seen her YouTube channel way before I even started doing this. I've been looking at and following her stuff on YouTube, so big shout out to her. So guys, thanks again for watching this.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in,
Yeah.
1180 feet. We don't have enough data for that.
I don't know why he keeps telling me that we don't have enough data for that. I probably asked him for the tyre temperatures and he can't tell me what they
Box
are.
in, a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Don't run your pit man over. So guys, awesome race. Thank you so much for watching. Really enjoyed it. Barefoot Racing, we're out.